If you've ever listened to a song that starts like this, or ends like this, it's much easier to do in GarageBand than you might think. In fact, creating a fade out only takes a couple of clicks, and if you want to fade in, GarageBand already has everything you need built in. Here's how it works. For a fade in, we're going to use GarageBand's automation feature on the master track. The reason we use the master track is simple. Instead of fading every individual track separately, we can fade the entire project out at once. To show it, head up to Track and choose Show Master Track. Now go to Mix, then Show Automation, or simply use the keyboard shortcut A on your typing keyboard. You'll see an automation line appear on the master track. It should already be set to volume, which is exactly what we want. From here, make sure you're at the very start of your song, then click on the automation line to create 2 points. Drag the first point all the way down, leave the second where it is, and press play. And that's your fade in. If you want the fade in to be slower, just drag the second point further along the line. If you want it to happen more quickly, move it closer to the start. There's no right or wrong setting here, just adjust it to what feels natural for your song. Setting up a fade out is even easier because GarageBand can actually create it for you automatically. Go to Mix, and then choose Create Volume Fade Out on Main Output. GarageBand will instantly add the automation points in for you. One thing that's easy to miss is that GarageBand creates the fade out up to the end of project marker. If that marker is sitting too early, your fade up will end too early as well. You'll find the end of project marker at the very end of the timeline. It's the very, very small triangle that is surprisingly easy to overlook. If you need to, drag it further along until it's after the end of your song, then create the fade out again. And of course, just like the fade in, you can adjust these automation points to make your fade out shorter or longer depending on what fits for your song. And that's pretty much all there is to it, really. If you're fading songs in and out regularly, using the master track is much quicker than trying to automate every track individually. One extra trick before you go, because this is just volume automation, you're not limited to simple fades. You can also use it to create dramatic volume swells, sudden dropouts, or automate the overall level of your entire mix without touching the individual tracks. Let me know if you use fade-ins and fade-outs in your GarageBand projects in the comments down below. And if you found this video helpful, hit the like button and hype the video while you're there. I really appreciate it and it helps more people see it. Take care and I'll see you in the next video.